Four Seasons Orlando really is amazing, by the way.
I'm looking for like a man who is hot and like isn't as funny as me.
Life is different. I cannot tell you the last time I went inside of a grocery store.
Hello, and welcome to our 2024 Betch of the Year Roundtable, presented by Duncan. I'm Dylan Hafer, Director of Entertainment Content at Betches Media, and I'm so thrilled today to be joined by some of our favorite viral stars of 2024. First, we have Boni, also known as Girl on Couch, who went viral for her song about how she was looking for a man in finance. Next, we have Maddox, who went viral from appearing on Vanderpump Rules as both Tom Sandoval and Ariana Maddox's assistant. Henrik Christiansen, an Olympic swimmer from Norway who went viral in Paris for posting about the Olympic Village's chocolate muffins. Reesa Teesa, who went viral for sharing her story in her 50-part TikTok series, Who the F Did I Marry? We have Kirsty Paterson, who went viral for her role as an Oompa Loompa at the Glasgow Willy Wonka Experience. Javid, who went viral after over a decade on reality television for overhearing a conversation on the Traitors that was not meant for her. And we have Kate, who went viral for being excited to go to the Four Seasons Orlando. We're also joined by Kate's father, Will, who went viral for having his shirt unbuttoned in the same video. Now, we tried our best to schedule around Kate's nap time, but if at any point you need to leave the table, just raise your hand and say, me. So you guys have all had a really wild 2024, I think it's safe to say. And I just wanted to start by hearing about some of your experiences and going back to that moment when you posted that video or appeared in that thing that went so viral. Anybody want to start? Megan, maybe?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it was just like a feeling of overwhelming attention, and like, who doesn't love attention? I love attention, but it was like a lot all coming at me at once. But it also changed my life, and I was able to like quit my job and now pursue something that I'm actually interested in, and that's fun for me.
Henrik, when you went to the Olympics, did you have plans to go viral outside of the pool?
No, I mean, not really. But I did want to post a little bit on social media, but I had never expected it to become as viral as it did. And because of something, it's kind of like it's like a chocolate muffin. That's like not really what you would kind of think about when you first think about the Olympics, right? We're just normal people as well, and we like sweet treats. Just like everyone does.
Kirsty, what about you? I mean, when you participated in the Willy Wonka experience, I can't imagine that you knew kind of what you were getting yourself into.
So I feel like my situation is quite unique because I didn't actually upload the picture, someone else did. And I'm not gonna lie, because it's a really bad picture, I had to wait for ages, but then I had two options, and the news were coming towards me, and I act, and like you said, I love attention as well. And I was like, this is great, I'm just going to try and put myself out there. And I thought we'd only be on news channels, but like similar to what Megan says, I've quit my job and I'm actually pursuing my dream role and producing a show in London. So
oh my God,
wow.
It's
yeah.
And I feel like you kind of had a similar thing where you appeared on Vanderpump Rules season 11 as the assistant, but did you have an idea when you were filming the show how much attention you were going to receive?
I had no idea, absolutely no idea. And then it led to me getting fired on TV. So I was like, is anyone gonna ever hire me after they see this on television?
Reesa, your video series, obviously 50 parts, people stuck with it until the end. What was going through your mind when you decided to share your story?
Honestly, I really just wanted to get it out. It was such a crazy, surreal experience, and I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my story my own way. And I just went ahead and put it up there, but I had no idea it was gonna go as far as it did, for sure.
Sorry about that.
All good. Social media can be such a tricky space. I mean, there's so much opportunity, but also people can have a lot of criticism and things like that. For you, sharing such a personal story that then went so broad, was there anything that you kind of, in hindsight, were like, oh, I wish I had left out that detail?
The only thing I wish I would have done differently was I wish I had taken better care to disguise the names. Some people's names were inadvertently actually, told, and I wish I didn't do that, but I stand on the story because it did actually happen.
We stand with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, I think everybody in the world is Team Reesa.
Yeah, like you empowered people to come and speak their truth. So respect.
Yeah, I think something that's great about social media is that something so unexpected can bring so many people together. And I feel like your video of you and your daughter really it felt so random, but then became everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So was it something that you even thought much about posting in the first place?
Those of us that have kids know that when you travel with children, it's a trip, not a vacation. So we make those sorts of videos sometimes to encourage my in-laws to come with us, and they're great with the kids. So we sent that to my mother-in-law who's here today, and she actually sent it to the family text without us on it. So I didn't even know this would be posted. And then on a Saturday, I got like 3 different client texts actually saying, hey, you're in a viral video. And it's like, this could be very bad. This could not be good at all. I didn't know it was my daughter's video at the time. I just saw you're in a viral video.
Oh, you didn't know the content yet.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's like all of a sudden you're in a viral video, it's all over TikTok, and 3 people who didn't know each other all said it. When they recognized me without Kate, I'm like, wow, you're really into this. You're a fan, yeah.
When they first said that there's a viral video of you out in the universe, was there something in your head where you were like, oh my God, is it this video and what am I gonna do at work? Or
even if there was something I did think, I wouldn't admit that, right? But genuinely, it was just like, it could be anything from like 18 to 22 in my life that like, I don't really want that out there. Yeah, exactly.
Kirsty, I'm wondering, obviously people had strong feelings also about how the Glasgow experience turned out.
Yeah.
Did it take you by surprise at all, or were people kind of putting you in the position of blame, maybe for something that wasn't actually your responsibility?
When the picture initially came out, it was very, very overwhelming. I had no social media before this. A lot of the parents at the event that I did actually vouched for me. I think the parents at the event knew I tried my best and I was really good to the children. So that's when the nicer pictures got released of me and the parents actually vouched that I was beautiful to their kids.
MJ, you've shared so much over the last, 12 years. You were on Shaw's for 9 seasons. Obviously, Traders is a little different. You get to go and play a game, but what is it like kind of having this long experience in the public eye and then maybe being seen in a different light now?
I think it's fun that if you're doing something that goes viral, that means everyone is sharing it and relating to it and being able to have a laugh at something that can be like such a layered experience. So this last one, doing Traders and meeting a whole new group of people that I didn't know before, was really a new experience from going with people that you know are going to be coming for you and scheming to like fight each other.
The stakes felt a little lower in real life.
And like, I guess I did get backstabbed at the end anyway on Traders, but I was totally fine with it.
I'm wondering, so both of you said that you weren't on social media or not very much prior to this. How, for the rest of you, has your social media maybe consumption changed after having all this attention? Reesa, maybe? Seems like you have something to say.
So before the series, I had like 8,000 followers.
Okay.
And I was good with it. I got it because I would always go live on TikTok and show my hour-and-a-half commute in Atlanta. My social media was real chill. And then I woke up and saw that I had 1 million, and then a few hours later it was 2 million, and then literally a day later it was 3 million. And so the struggle I had is that I was trying to find a way to still be chill, but under this new Reesa Teesa world, and it did not go well. I could not do TikTok lives at all.
All of a sudden that comment section is a wasteland.
I had to turn comments off. I had to turn my DMs off. Like it literally was overwhelming all within the span of a weekend.
Megan, I'm wondering for you, your video that went so viral was about what you were looking for in a man.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that your comment section or your DMs might have been a little bit messy after that.
Yeah, they were messy. It was just like totally different. And then after I went viral, like my mindset changed because I gained so many followers. And like you start overthinking what you're posting. Like you said, like you want to be like real and you want to be yourself, but then you're like, but now I have all these new followers. Like what if they don't get it? And then you're dealing with the hate as well.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Which like these finance bros were coming after me. I was like, if anything, you should be thanking me. Yeah.
So we're not still looking for a man in finance?
No,
maybe?
I'm looking for like a man like who is hot and
Someone should drop a beat right now.
and like isn't as funny as me and has a dad bod. Like I would be fine with a dad bod. Like I don't care.
Have any of the rest of you had interesting dating experiences since?
Oh God,
Zero, nothing. I kind of was like, is something gonna happen? But nothing.
It was really strange for me. Like, I didn't think people would actually fetishize this. Like, not as me, but the Oompa Loompa was fetishized. And there was this one person who really wanted to draw me, and they said to do this kind of like burlesque style kind of, you know, as long as it's classy, right? But then this guy sent me this picture, and it was like massive boobs, which I don't have.
Like anime?
Yeah, anime porn. Me as an
Love
anime
that.
porn star, basically with everything all out. And I was like, I can't like, I was actually mortified when they sent me it. I find it funny at the same time.
There's so many creeps out there.
But you're able to look back at it now and laugh.
Oh, I laugh at it all the time.
Okay, yeah.
People really get invested in the people that they follow and the people that they see online. What is it like for you being recognized in Atlanta? I assume it happens regularly.
So what I've learned in my experience, it actually does not matter where I go. I went to London, I was recognized. I went to Paris, I was recognized. Life is different. I cannot tell you the last time I went inside of a grocery store. It doesn't matter what color hair I have on, people recognize me. Literally coming here on the plane, people recognize me. I don't mind when people come up. Like, I will never say no to a picture. I try to actively say, what's your name? Nice to meet you. Because I do understand, one girl kind of told me, she was like, I was terrified to say hi. And I was like, why? And to Megan's credit, I think people genuinely are expecting for you to kind of be like, why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to give that off. But with the good comes the bad. So I do travel with a security person. Because not everything in my DMs wishes me well.
Right.
So that's the other side of my reality.
I think that's a good thing to kind of remind people that it's like, along with, a lot of you guys have amazing opportunities now that have come from this, but there also is like, your real life isn't the same anymore. I'm wondering if anybody has kind of a best thing, maybe the rose of the year of what happened that was unpredictable for you.
The Duracell commercial was
so
really
good.
fun. Yeah, like actually getting to do that with Ariana was like just a blast. I don't know, and then seeing it, like I'll be scrolling through TikTok or whatever, or Instagram, and then seeing the Duracell commercial come up, I'm like, oh my God, yeah.
Like seeing your face out of context.
I think some of the most fun thing that I've kind of experienced is, because I've been doing some of the videos with my girlfriend and we've been having fun, just all the people commenting on how pretty she is, and then how that makes me happy, and then like how
Good boyfriend.
scoring some good points here.
Green flag.
Do you have any brothers?
Kirsty's going to Norway after this.
Yes.
Unfortunately, no. But then like people just getting like so involved and like commenting such nice things about, it looks like a fun relationship, they want to be like adopted. And I was just like, 'cause I've had solely positive feedback from this. And that kind of makes me maybe the odd one out. I'm not really sure. That's very different from your experience.
I think mine was probably being signed to a record label and them sending me to Europe and performing with David Guetta in Ibiza. Like, what? I was working 9 to 5, and then like 2 weeks later, like, it was insane.
Yeah, the version of your song with David Guetta has over 34 million streams on Spotify.
That is amazing.
And it's not even that good.
Yes, it is.
No, like it is, but like
It really, really
I think
is.
with social media, though, it's like something good is subjective, and
100%.
if people connect with it in a certain way, it doesn't matter whether it's the world's most beautiful song that's ever been written. It's something that people really found joy in.
definitely
It's a
got a
vibe.
lot of hate like from the music industry, which like I get. Like these people work their entire lives to be musicians, and then like I'm signed to Universal, and they're like, what? This is so dumb. Which I get, but that's like the new norm.
And the same thing happened to me. I got signed with CAA, and my inbox went crazy. For me, I'm taking this entire experience with gratitude, because first of all, it could have gone left where no one ever knew who I was. But the Target commercial during the opening ceremony, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
For me, it's definitely just the ongoing Four Seasons relationship, right? Like, that's a pretty good perk. Good job, Kate. That's a pretty good perk, yeah.
MJ, what about you going on Traders? What was your expectation for kind of signing up for that, and then, the reality?
So getting away from my kids, my husband and my kids, getting out of the bubble that I was living in for a while, the mom bubble, going all of a sudden to Scotland, knowing that I'm gonna be competing in a loch, which I didn't even know that lakes were also called lochs.
Oh yeah.
And it was just frightening. It was brand new because I was being evaluated, and you could go home at any time, and then you're sequestered because it's a very top secret and everything. So the whole entire thing was just like a surreal out-of-body experience. I would have paid them to be able to have that experience.
I feel like one of the things that is also really cool, okay, so the free stuff is a nice perk, but I will be honest, it is when the most random people will just tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, thank you for your story.
Yeah, it's the best.
That, I'm like, give me a hug.
I know.
That,
Like, let's be best friends.
Let's
You're
be
a
best
better
friends.
person than me for sure.
Kirsty, what about you?
I think for me, this has only been 7 months for me, and I was a bit lost when the picture was took. I was going for a big career change, and I trained in acting from a young age, and it was one of them things where I had to start being realistic now, so I actually went into a state agency. But I feel like for me, it's gave me a new passion. I'm actually feel like I'm becoming more and more myself every day with every single opportunity I get. And see, for me to go back into acting, performing again, it's like a dream come true. I actually get emotional talking about it. It means that much to me. I know it's been a bizarre kind of reason why it's happened, but I'm blessed because I'm actually showing the world what I can do. And
I think just the fact that you're all here today, I mean, a year ago, obviously, MJ, we knew you from your show before, but we wouldn't have known to have all of you in the room together and what can happen in a year.
So true.
I'm curious, do any of you have any favorite viral moments from this year?
the Olympics was like a big thing. Like, I feel like the breakdancer was just the most.
Why isn't she here?
I know she should
She's
be
off the
here.
grid for a little bit, maybe.
I know.
But
I know. I feel bad saying that because I don't think she took it well, but she actually did put a lot of smiles on everyone's faces.
yeah, I think the Olympics had so many good moments. Obviously, Henrik, but I think it was just really fun to see kind of behind the curtain. I think of everybody that was there.
And that was really fun as well, just being able to share, because there's so few people that knows what kind of happens behind those closed doors, right? Being able to share, and then people commenting and saying, oh, we want to see this, we want to see that. Just interacting, and then being able to share who we are as people and sharing our personalities. That's also been really cool.
I really like it when memes like evolve. So like you'll have like the, bear versus man, like what do you feel safer with? Like, and then seeing other different comedians and like brilliant minds kind of make it their own. That's really fascinating to me, and it's like becomes its own culture of itself. And
That was huge with ours. The remakes of Kate being like, dearest mother, I'd love to go to the fine establishment. Yeah, that. And so we would go through as a family and be like, well, this is the best one of this week.
When somebody comps me into someone else's scene, I'm like, I feel so good about it because they'll be like, fixed it, and then I'm there in the background and I was like, I feel so good. On a vanity note, I was like this when I was like going
the best
viral.
picture ever.
Yeah, and I didn't care. And it was my friends were like, we know you're gonna hate this because you're so vain.
So good.
But I was like, fuck it.
I think that's part of why it hit so big, is because the body language was so palpable. Thank you so much for all being here today. This has been so great, and I mean, congratulations on all your successes. For more Betch of the Year content, go to betches.com.
Yeah, Betches.